So good morning student. Today I will explain about slow motion and fast motion. Okay. So to understand the motion is slow or fast, these two parameters is important. One is distance, another is time. Okay. So I have done two case studies, case 1 and case 2. Okay. In the first case, I have taken distance is same, but the time is different. In the case 2, time is same, but the distance is different. Okay. So first, okay, let me explain you how these things can be happened. Okay, in practical life. Suppose two person 1 and person 2, okay, they are covering the same distance from point A to point B, means 2 kilometer. This distance is 2 kilometer, okay, from point A to point B. And similarly for person 2 is also same, 2 kilometer. That means distance are same, okay, but to cover 2 kilometer, person 1 means first person is taking 10 minutes, whereas second person is taking 15 minutes. So that means person 2 is taking more time, so that means he is slow. And he is faster. Okay, very common sense. Okay, so that means just see, I have taken distance is same but time is different. Just see, distance are same but the time are different for the case 1. Now case 2, the similar concept but just opposite. Time is same but the distance is different. Means first person time taken is 15. Just see, the distance are different. As I take from point A to point B, person is covering 5 kilometer, whereas person 2 is covering 8 kilometer. But just see, 5 kilometer person 1 is taking 15 minutes, whereas a person 2 can cover 8 kilometer in 15 minutes. So who is faster? That means person 2, second person, is covering more distance in 15 minutes than person 1. So that means person 2 is faster than person 1. So you have to understand the concept, means slow or fast, that can be defined with respect to distance as well as time. But please remember, both should be between these two parameters, one must be constant. Here distance is constant, here time is constant. Okay, constant means fixed, same. Okay, that is called constant. So that means one must be constant. If both are variable, you cannot compare each other. Actually, slow or fast, to understand slow and fast, you have to compare the two parameters, right? Two persons or two journey, okay, or two object, whatever you can say, but you have to compare. So that means slow motion and fast motion is it is depend with respect to distance and time, and these are the case studies, case 1 and case 2. Good morning. Today I will explain about motion. Its time portion has been completed. The first thing is distance and displacement. You have to know what is distance and what is displacement. First of all, distance. Suppose a person started his journey, okay, from point A to point B. Okay, so if a person started journey from point A to point B, so it is the initial point, it is the final point or the destination point. Okay, but the person is going in some different way. Okay, means continuously changing its direction, because the road is not straight road. Suppose, okay, he is going in this way. So that means the total path covered by the person to reach from point A to point B is known as distance. Whereas the direct connection between point A and point B is known as displacement. Is that clear? So that means distance, the definition of distance is nothing but total path covered by an object, okay, from initial point to final point. So the total path covered by an object is called distance, and displacement is nothing but the shortest path. Shortest path means from A to B, the direct connection, the straight line path is nothing but displacement. Okay, and this is the shortest path. So the shortest path between initial point between initial point and final point is known as displacement. Achha, just see here it is a path, it is also a path. Path means it's a line, okay? Path means it's a length, and as it is a length, the unit, always remember, SI unit for distance or displacement are same. SI unit of distance or displacement both are same. That is known as, what is the distance, what is the SI unit of length? SI unit of length is meter. So similarly, SI unit of distance or displacement is also meter. Please remember, okay, meter. So this is the SI unit of distance or displacement. CGS unit of distance is centimeter, in this way, as it is a length, okay. So this is all about distance and displacement. Distance means the total path covered by an object, and displacement means the shortest path between the initial point and final point, okay. So now see, I am giving another example. Suppose a person is going from A to B through the point C. First, the person is going from A to C, then C to B. Another person is going A to B directly, means from this way, okay. So this means, that means this is called displacement, and this total path is known as distance. So that always remember, distance is either greater than or equals to displacement. When distance and displacement will be same? When distance and displacement will be equal, that is the question. Suppose an object or any suppose an object is moving in a straight line, in that particular case, distance and displacement will be same. So when an object moves or travels, okay, in a straight line, in that particular case, distance and displacement are equal. Otherwise, distance is always greater than displacement, okay. So this is all about distance. And one more thing, distance is a zigzag way. Just see, okay, zigzag way means continuously it is changing its direction. So that means distance is a scalar quantity. Please remember, distance is a scalar quantity. Scalar means which has only magnitude, no direction, okay. But displacement is a vector quantity. Means it has direction as well, okay. So this is all about distance and displacement. Good morning. Here in this video I am explaining about Pythagoras theorem. Although this theorem is in mathematics, but still I am explaining just because it is also required to calculate distance and displacement. First of all, you can see here a right angle triangle, which right angle triangle ABC, okay. So this A angle is 90 degree, okay. So you need to know that this is known as base, okay. The base means horizontal line is known as base, and the vertical one is known as height, or you can say perpendicular, okay. And always remember that the opposite side of 90 degree angle is known as, this side is known as hypotenuse, okay. So there are three sides and three different names: base, perpendicular, hypotenuse, or base, height, or hypotenuse, okay. So according to Pythagoras theorem, this is the theorem: perpendicular square plus base square equals to hypotenuse square. That means perpendicular is, here it is AC, okay, AC square plus AB means base square equals to BC square. This is BC, hypotenuse square. This is the Pythagoras theorem, okay. So now you can see here a practical example, like suppose a person is covering from P to Q 3 meter and Q to R 4 meter, okay. So first one P to Q and then Q to R 4 meter. So now here base PQ is 3 meter, base, this is hypotenuse. As I told you, horizontal line means base and vertical line is perpendicular or height, you can say, okay. And hypotenuse means always opposite of the angle of 90 degree, means 90 degree opposite side is hypotenuse, okay. So now how to calculate hypotenuse here? According to Pythagoras formula, perpendicular square plus base square is equals to hypotenuse square. Here perpendicular is given as 4 meter square. So 4 square plus base square. Base means 3 meter. 3 square is equals to hypotenuse square. Hypotenuse h. I am taking h. So h square. This is the formula. So next line, h square equals to, can I write 4 square is 16 plus 3 square means 9. Okay, that means 25. H square equals to 25. So from square, if you want to calculate h, this is known as square root. Okay, you will everything will learn in mathematics, but still I am explaining just because it is required in distance and displacement calculation. So square root of 25 is nothing but 5 meter. Okay, so that means h is 5 meter, means this length is nothing but 5 meter. Do you understand? So that means 3 meter, 4 meter, and this length is 5 meter. How to calculate? By using the Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem is perpendicular square plus base square is equals to hypotenuse square. So that means this is perpendicular, this is base. So perpendicular square plus base square is equals to h square. H means hypotenuse. So h square is equals to 4 square means 4 into 4. 3 square means 3 into 3. 4 into 4 is 16. 3 into 3 is 9. 16 plus 9 is 25. So h is equals to square root of 25. Because h square is 25. So h you have to calculate to, you have to do square root. So that is equals to 5 meter. Okay. So this is how hypotenuse can be calculated. Now as why I am explaining this, just because if I am saying that one person is start moving from here to here through the point Q. That means what is the distance travel? Can you tell me? He is going in this direction. Just see here from P to Q first, then Q to R. Okay. So what is the total distance he has been covered? So distance means, as I explained already, distance means total path. Total path is how much? 3 plus 4 meter. That means 7 meter. Now can you tell me displacement here? Displacement means, as I told you, the shortest path. Okay. Displacement means the shortest path, or you can say direct connection between initial point and final point, because it is the initial point, it is the final point, but he is going in this way. But this is called distance. The total path means you have to add. Okay, but whenever you are calculating displacement, that means direct connection between P and R, that is nothing but 5 meter. By using this theorem you have to calculate. So displacement is equals to 5 meter. Do you understand why I am explaining Pythagoras theorem? Just to explain this distance and displacement calculation, and it is important for your exam also. Okay, so distance and displacement calculation by using Pythagoras theorem you have to calculate for a right angle triangle. Good morning. Here is a numerical. Just you can see there is a question. A person start walking from point X of a right angle triangular field. This is a field, okay, which is a right angle triangular field. Okay, a person start walking from point X, means this is the point, his starting point. Okay, and now field towards south. South means you need to understand this is east, west, north, south. South means, suppose he is here, he is going in the downward, means he is coming in that direction. This is called south direction. This is going towards south. Okay, now next, after reaching 8 meter or covering 8 meter, means from here to here it is 8 meter. Okay, he turns left. Turns left means, suppose you are facing in that direction, your left means in the this side, right? So that means he turns left and further walk for 6 centimeters, so 6 meter. Okay, he turns left and further 6 meter, means YZ, this length is 6 meter. So try to understand the question. A person start walking from point X of a right angle triangular field towards south. Okay, after covering 8 meter, means 8 meter XY. Okay, he turns left means this direction, and further walk 6 meter. Further walk means from here to here it is 6 meter. What is the total distance covered by the person? Total distance covered means XY plus YZ, that is total path. So first answer is total distance is nothing but total path covered. Total path is XY plus YZ, that means 8 plus 6, that means 14 meter. So that means total, the first question, what is the total distance covered by the person? This is the answer, 8 plus 6, that means 14 meter. Now second question, calculate the displacement covered by the person. As I told you, displacement means direct connection between initial point and final point. Initial point is x and his final point is z. That means this line you have to solve this point, and it is nothing but hypotenuse. Already I explained there, hypotenuse. Okay, so hypotenuse formula according to Pythagoras formula, perpendicular square plus base square is equals to hypotenuse square. So the second answer is you have to solve in this way. Hypotenuse square equals to perpendicular square. Perpendicular square means 8 square plus base means 6 square. Okay, so the next line is 8 square is equals to 8 square 8 into 8 means 64, and 6 into 6 is 36, and this is nothing but 100. Okay, so this is 8 would be equals to square root of 100, and square root of 100 is nothing but 10 meter. So do you understand? 10 meter means this length, means exit length. This length is 10 meter. I am writing here 10 meter. Okay, so this is 10 meter, and this is the second answer. Calculate the displacement covered by the person. It is nothing but 10 meter. This is the answer of the second question. This is the answer for the first question. 14. So this is how you have to solve distance and displacement. Now in this video I can explain that distance and displacement calculation in a circular path. Okay, triangular path already I explained. Now circular path means this is a circular track. Suppose a person start running from point A and going in this way in the circumference of the circle and coming back. Achha, what is the circumference formula? Circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. You know already, and r is the radius, and pi, the value of pi is 22/7, or you can say 3.14. Okay, so 2 pi r is the circumference of a circle. Means if you start running from here and if you come back to the point A again after one complete rotation is nothing but 2 pi r. Okay, so that means total distance covered by one complete rotation is circumference of a circle, that is nothing but 2 pi r. So that means one complete rotation, for one complete rotation, what is the distance? What is the distance? Distance means total path. How many path he has been covered? Suppose a person starting from point A and he going and coming back to the point A again. That means how much path he has been covered? That is nothing but the circumference. So that means distance is 2 pi r in that case. Okay. So what is displacement? What is displacement? Please remember, distance and displacement are not same. Okay, only it will be same in case of straight line. Okay, already I told you. So displacement in this case, one complete rotation displacement, as I told you, displacement means distance between the initial point and final point. If your starting point is here and you come back to the again this same point, that means your initial point and final point are same. And whenever this kind of situation will happen, that when initial point and final point will be same, in that case displacement becomes 0. Means if you are, suppose any arbitrary path I am taking, suppose you are starting from here and going to in that different direction and coming back to the same point, that means your displacement is 0. Means your initial point and final point are same. Okay, but the distance are not 0. Distance is the total path. This path, okay, is distance. So this is for a circular motion. Okay, now see, I have divided the whole circle into 4 parts. First part, second part, third part, fourth part. So this means this part of circle is nothing but 1/4, and this part is 2/4, and this total 3 is 3/4, and the total is 4/4. That means 1 complete. Okay, so that means I have taken the 4 complete. So now a person starting from point A to point B through this path. Okay, so what is the distance covered from point A to point B? So from point A to B, what is the distance? Can you tell me the distance? Distance is equals to only this much from here to here. How to calculate this much? If total is 2 pi r and this is the 1/4 of 2 pi r, so that's why it is 1/4 of 2 pi r. This is the distance. Okay, so what is displacement? How to calculate displacement from here to here? As I told you, direct connection. So first you have to draw a direct connection line, means this line. Okay, and you have to calculate this line. How to calculate? Just see, this angle is 90 degree. Same way, Pythagoras. This is 90 degree, so that means it is hypotenuse. This is perpendicular, this is base. Both perpendicular and base, what is the value? R. This is also R. This is also R. R means radius. This is also radius. This is also radius. See, these are radius. Okay. So that means perpendicular is also radius, and this is also radius. So what is the hypotenuse? According to formula, h square is equals to perpendicular square r square plus r square. That means 2r square. Okay. 2r square. So h would be equals to square root of 2r square, and it is also known as root 2r. Okay. Root 2r is the, what is this? Displacement. It is known as displacement. Okay. Now see practical example here. From here to here, suppose a person is going from A to C in this path through the point B. What is the distance traveled? From A to C through point B. Just see, through point B means this way. Okay. What is the distance? Can you tell me the distance? Distance is equals to, this is the half of the total circle. Half of the total circle means half of the circumference of the circle, 2 pi r. Okay. So half into 2 pi r. So this is distance. That means 2 can be cancelled. So it is pi r. Okay. And what is the displacement from A to C? Displacement means direct connection from A to C. Now here pi r means pi into r. Pi means, as I told you, 22 by 7 into r means I have taken as 7 meter. So 7 cancel. So 22 meter means this path is 22 meter from A to C through the point B, means this path is 22 meter. Is that clear? Now what is the displacement? Displacement means direct connection between A and C. This is the direct connection, means this line. Okay. This line is the direct connection. So this is 7 and this is also 7. So 7 plus 7, 14 meter. So displacement equals to 7 plus 7, that is equals to 14 meter. So this is how the circular motion, in case of circular path, you have to calculate distance and displacement.